Good afternoon everybody, Calm Biker here. Just out for a quick ride to get away from the house with Mrs. Calm on the back. We have left the house to the repairmen and it's led me to my latest FRO. This one's pretty personal to me but it gives me a chance to vent, problems shared and all that. And today it is FRO Barratt Homes Plumbing. When we got our house, we bought it, it was 2 or 3 years old when we moved in. We were the second people to live there, and everything was great. And probably about a year after we were there, we've been there 10 years now, about a year after we moved in, we noticed that the overflow from the cold water tank was dripping. So had a look, and it was really cheap and nasty ball cock. So we got somebody to come in, replace the ball cock, dripping went away. A few months later, the hot water went off, and it turned out, there was a whole thing on Watchdog, if you know about Watchdog, a programme on the BBC where they look at consumer issues. And it turned out it was the boiler that we'd had. There was a problem, a Baxi Potterton that had a problem. But anyway, they weren't fixing it because it was out of warranty, even though it was a known issue, and apparently half of them had this issue. So I got in contact with British Gas and bought one of their home care agreements, did a bit of a deal with them and got them to fix the boiler, which was a whole new circuit board and what have you, for about 30 quid if I signed up to a year of their home care agreement. So I did, and it turned out to be a good idea, because a few months later a pipe in the central heating sprung a leak. It had to be repaired. So that annoyed me somewhat, but of course I got it fixed for free because I was on the home care thing, so not so bad. Then a few months later, the downstairs loo overflow started dripping. There was a fault with that, so that had to be repaired. Then the upstairs loo, then the ensuite loo. Then I was doing some flooring in the ensuite bathroom, which is ensuite really, it's just a shower and a toilet, but doing some flooring in there, and I had to take the side off the shower enclosure, not the whole thing, just at the bottom underneath the shower tray. And there was water under there, and the drain from the shower was leaking. So British Gas man came in. Now he actually came in, and when he came in to do that, we had another leak happen in the same room, so we got him to fix both of those at once. So at least he didn't have a completely wasted journey for just one simple fix. Then I think we went about a year without a problem. And then we had a sink got blocked, and we assumed it's blocked, with beard shavings or hair or toothpaste or whatever. We couldn't unblock the damn thing. Checked out the home care agreement, and it said we will unblock your sink. Oh, brilliant. Just got them in, they had a look, and they said, well, the problem is that they've used cheap pipes, and where the pipe leaves the building, it's just rotted away. The plastic has actually rotted. Also, the pipe coming down from the sink goes straight down to the floor to a 90-degree bend, where it should be slightly less than 90 to get a fall as it goes across. It then goes across flat to the floor to the wall, where it goes to another 90 degree along the other wall that's outside to another 90 degree where it actually leaves the building. And there's actually a slight rise on the way out of the building, so the water was just sitting in there helping it rot. So we had to have the entire system replaced. A little bit later on, same in the ensuite bathroom, that rotted away and had to be replaced. I mean, I suppose the good point from all that is that the most of my pipe work has been replaced now, so hopefully it won't go wrong again. But anyway, that leads me, before I tell the last story, just keep an eye on this guy. Before I tell you the last story, which is the one that's made me trigger this FRO, and just to repeat, FRO Barratt Homes Plumbers. I'm almost saying it in full rather than FRO this time, that's how annoyed I am. At 5 o'clock this morning, Mrs. Calm wakes me up. I can hear dripping. So I get out of bed, and sure enough there's dripping coming out of the hatch to the loft. So I open the hatch to the loft and get completely drenched by the falling freezing cold water. And it's yet another blooming failure on Barratt Homes Plumbing. FRO Barratt Homes Plumbing, I can't say this enough. And this time they've fitted the pipework apparently incorrectly that leads to the cold water tank that unfortunately for me is in the loft, and the pipework has burst at a joint and under mains pressure has sprayed probably for a couple of hours in the loft. So we turned all the water off, spent lots of time mopping up all the insulation, soaking wet, that's all gone. Lots of stuff that we had in the loft is going in the bin because it's been ruined, but it was coming out under such pressure, and I've took a little video of this, I'll show you where it was going at the end, that the distance between the tank and where the water was landing is probably about 15 feet, and coming out of a fine mist through this broken pipe. Now we totted it up. Oh, and it's, of course, everything up there's got soaked. It's actually run down the walls, but we didn't realise. So this afternoon, waiting for the man who's now coming from Home Serve rather than Home Care, because British Gas, you got too expensive. That he's now come and repair it. The water has run through the walls and into the ceilings downstairs, so it's dripping into the living room as well. So I've had to cut some holes in the ceiling to try and release the water. We've had a good few inches of water in buckets coming out of there. So all in all, a pretty miserable day. Well, so we've been totting it up, and we've worked out that in 10 years since we moved in, we've actually had 15 failures in the plumbing in a house that's only 12 years old. How appalling is that? Of course, it comes with this builder's guarantee thing, but that's not worth the paper it's written on. It's out of date now anyway, but even for the first one after the house was only a couple of years old, it still was worthless. It was a case of where you can't show that we've actually done anything wrong, and you can only claim on it if you can prove that we built your house wrong. So, hopeless. So, I repeat for the final time, FRO Barratt House Plumbing. Or plumbers. One last thing before I head off. There's a hangout on tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to join it or not. I said I wasn't sure if I'd be able to join it because I'd be at work. Well, I've not been at work. I've been cleaning up the house, cleaning up the mess. So hopefully I'll be joining it if I can. But it's for the new website that a lot of the guys, a lot of the vloggers have got together to put together. bhb.bike. It's the official launch tonight. So if you're watching this video before 10 o'clock UK time, that's when the launch hangout is. I'll let you go first in case you run into me. Oh, I could have made out he was going that way. God. Bugger. That sums up my day, that does. I thought he was going straight on. I didn't realise he was doing a U-turn. So yeah, so if I can't make it to the hangout, wish all you guys the best of luck with it. It looks like a great idea, bikers helping bikers, so if you've got a problem with your bike and you want somebody to help you out, there's people on there that are going to help you out for free. I will help anybody out if I can. Obviously I'm pretty new to this biking lark, but if I can help you I will happily do so if you're in the area. And also a way of people getting together for group rides. So I look forward to a few group rides too. So best of luck with that, guys, if I'm not there tonight. I hope it all goes well for you. And also if I can help on the website at all, let me know. Anyway, that's enough misery from me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ride safe. and I'll talk to you all again soon.